Gamers, I've got absolutely massive news. Finally, it happened. Arena, and this is actually going to make the expansion blow up. This is going to blow the expansion up. This is going to blow Guild Wars 2 up. Current year, 2025, is the year of Guild Wars 2. They actually dropped it. Tree Wizard is coming. Obviously going to be a Ranger spec here, guys. We've got the tree. The tree is in the chat right now. Looney Tuesday is in the chat right now. This is going to go hard, guys. Like, I really hope you're ready for this one. This might be too much. All right. Okay. I think that's enough. Obviously, this is not the reveal from today. This is it's a fan art piece, okay, from the potential Guild Wars 2 expansion, fan expansion, Heart of Trees. What we've actually got here is a little bit more obscure. We've got this one, and this is another bit of a puzzler, actually. Like, this is I like how Roy is playing into this. Roy is saying the tree is actually the riddle one, and I'm lying to you guys. Well, look, you can decide who to believe, I guess. But this one's a little bit obscure as well, kind of similar to the orb one we saw just the other day. So we'll have to see what is going on with this one, of course. Definitely curious. Like, the thing that I would be thinking is actually Ranger. And let me explain my thought process here. It almost looks kind of like a Mordrum kind of creature, or like Wardens from Guild Wars 1. You kind of have these fangs or teeth here, and these kind of structures almost look like something that could be nature related or something like that. But this is actually, again, a bit of a puzzler, to be honest. It has a shield-like quality, so kind of maybe a Warden style Ranger, like a bastion of nature kind of thing going on there. But I have to admit, I'm a little bit stumped on this one. I find this one even harder to place, in fact, than the orb one, to be honest with you. The other thing I could think is maybe Guardian. It's kind of looking... It almost has that kind of texture that Guardian has with some of its elite specializations. You know, kind of like Dragon Hunter Willbender, like almost reminds me of that a little bit to an extent. But yeah, I really don't know on this one, to be honest. This really could be anything. Once again, I think. I would say probably, I want to say a medium or a heavy. Right, I don't think this looks like a light class elite specialization, so I'd say not Mesmer. We're pretty sure Mesmer's Bard anyway, right? Not Ellie. And not Necro, I think. So it's definitely in that kind of, you know, heavy or medium category. Could potentially be Guardian, right? Could be Warrior. Wow, I don't think it looks like Warrior to me. Like, could it be Rev? Could be Rev as well. Weird. To be honest, like Rev almost would make a little bit less sense because Herald already has Shield. Right? You know, you've got the shield on there, and this kind of looks like a little bit of a shield thing. So I'm definitely leaning a little bit towards Ranger here. To be honest, doesn't really look like Thief to me. Like, does that look like Thief or NG? Nah, there's no way that looks like NG, right? Rev, I think, is possible, to be honest. I think Rev looks like this helm. Oh, actually, we have content here. The Renegade's Cask? Well, I guess it does look a little bit like that, but this is for Renegade, right? But no, I think it could be Rev. Like, Rev or Ranger, I'm saying. But I think I definitely lean towards Ranger here with this one overall, because I don't think it really visually seems to match with a lot of the other classes that are out there as well. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe ArenaNet pulls the switcheroo on us, and it's actually the tree. Maybe the tree is coming to Guild Wars 2. But anyway, yeah, like, I haven't really got that much to say about this one, to be honest. I think we've already kind of milked this one for all it's worth, to be completely honest with you. I guess we can talk a little bit about what I think Ranger could have. I think Ranger will either go no pet, so like no pet at all, so even further than the Soul Beast. But I think what's more likely is maybe double pet. So you have two pets out at the same time. I think that would be a bit of an AI nightmare. And honestly, I'm not sure if that would be really that exciting mechanically. So that might be a little bit too simple almost for what we might expect. But I think they'll go in that direction, have a little bit of a twist on the mechanic. Like, either give you more pets to kind of like hang around with, or just have the pet gone entirely and it's replaced by a different mechanic, right? Maybe like a cooldown system where you can like send in your pets to charge. It's more like a summon system almost. So you're kind of alone by default, and you can press buttons, and that, like, depending on what pets you have equipped, it gives you like special abilities and so on. That could be kind of interesting. with that type of approach. And again, if this was Rev, I mean, who knows, right? Like, who knows what the hell this could be, to be honest. Like, same with Guardian, right? This could be anything. Dual wield shield. You know, maybe it's double shield. A double shield Guardian. You know, it's funny, actually. I almost do feel like if we knew if there were going to be weapons or not, that would make guessing way easier. Like, for example, if we knew that there were going to be weapons with these elite specializations, the card, like the card we saw, that we think is Thief, you go, oh, well, it's very likely to be Thief, not only because, thematically, but also because, oh, offhand focus, right? That kind of makes sense, right? You've got cards, offhand focus. That'll make sense to have that. And that, again, Thief doesn't have that. Ellie does have that, so it wouldn't be on Ellie. You can kind of look at what classes have those weapons, and you can kind of make some better guesses off that. But because we're not actually sure if there are going to be weapons associated with these elite specializations, that kind of actually makes it a little bit harder to guess what these things are going to be, because you can't look at the icon and go, ooh, this looks like it's a spec that's going to have this weapon, and all of these specs have that weapon, and these ones don't. So you can kind of almost like piece it together a little bit with what's going on there. But yeah, this is a bit of a head scratcher for me, guys. I think that'll honestly about do it, okay? I don't want to, look, don't tell anyone here, guys. This is really, really important. This is really, really important. Don't let anyone know on YouTube that we're releasing daily slop. Okay? This is a secret. This is not information that I want public. And we have to rein it in a little bit on milking these single images daily to make sure that they don't catch on. Okay? Twitch, they know it. Look at this. Twitch, they love it. They love slop. They openly come to my stream daily and say that they crave and want more slop. They say the slop is not enough. Give me more. Okay? You know, I do like this call about Necro. Because I was going to say, because I know I wrote, let's actually, no, I'm re-railing this. Hold on. It does look a little bit like devouring fangs, gourmandizing. So hold on. We're bringing this back now. I'm extending my guesses to Ranger, Rev, or Necro. And I think Necro's more likely than Rev, actually. So Ranger first, then Necro, then Rev after that. And in fact, I don't think it's Rev, actually. I don't think it's Rev. I think it's Necro or Ranger. And I actually kind of, and now I see it. It's like one of those optical illusions. Like, now I can see it, right? How it actually works. Because even though I do agree it does have that kind of heavy armor look to it, look at the teeth of the vampire. Maybe an order-based Necro that is empowering allies with fiendish rituals to make them feast on the souls of their opponents, right? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I kind of see it. The fangs. This is kind of like a face, maybe? Like a face of a monstrous feasting beast. And that's the Necromancer. It's possible. But I still think I lean a little bit towards Ranger, I think, overall. But anyway, that is enough of that. What do you think about it? We will, of course, find out the reality. We'll probably do a roundup of Chinese social media as well, because, of course, look, where are our poems, ArenaNet? Like, they get poems, we don't get poems with these teasers. What's up with that, guys? But we will be checking that out. When we have a couple more, then we'll do a bit of a roundup and see if we can get a little bit more insight from the poetry associated with each of these icons. But anyway, probably no teaser tomorrow, guys, because it's Gem Store Day. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Ada, are we serious? It's more important to do a goddamn Gem Store update or Gem Store post than hyping up your expansion. Are we serious? But no. So we might have a day of no updates, no slop for you guys. Until Wednesday. So yeah, that's going to do it. Like, what do you guys think? Do you have any crazy theories on this one? Again, I think a tricky one to pin down, to be honest, overall, but I'm very curious to see what you all think of it. Okay, of course, leave your comments, like, subscribe. I will be covering everything about this Guild Wars 2 expansion, and stay tuned very soon, my friends. You are definitely going to subscribe and the algorithm thing, okay? Algorithm, and click the bell so you get spammed by my videos daily. all the time, okay? Because the Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 3 video is coming. It will be released before July 15th. Okay, we are going to be talking about Guild Wars 2, the future of the game, Guild Wars 3, what's going on with that, kind of what the direction of this franchise is going to be, because I do think that's a really important conversation to have, actually, because I definitely have some thoughts. You might have heard them on my stream, and if you want to have a sneak preview, then, yeah, you have got to watch the stream, because I am talking about this a fair bit these days, because it is something that I'm very preoccupied about. Personally, like, I am really excited for the future of the Guild Wars franchise. It's, you know, no secret that I've been, you know, playing Guild Wars 2 a fair bit less, a little bit less engaged with the game over the last couple of years. But I'll tell you what, all the news about Guild Wars 3, and it's kind of got me to pay a little bit more attention, to be honest, because I do love new games, right? Like, you know, I'm always hopeful that a new game is going to bring some new ideas to the table, right? Because these older games, they're, you know, they're fine, you know, like RuneScape, WoW, Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2. Like, they're good games, right? They're good games, they're fun games. But I am that player who wants something new. You know, I know it's often said that MMO players don't want something new, but I actually do. I want to have a studio that brings some new ideas to the table, and I honestly do believe that ArenaNet is honestly the studio out there developing MMOs that is the most likely to actually successfully bring new ideas to the market. And, well, honestly, I'm giving you guys spoilers at this point, okay? I'm doing a very bad job of baiting you into subscribing, so we're going to cut it off there. A little tease, a little taste. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, referral link, watch my stream on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, by the way. How many people have we got? 222. Honestly, YouTube's slacking. Twitch up at 585, 600 people embracing the slop over here. YouTube needs to step up. But anyway, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for more coverage. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. I'm out.